What's up, guys? Captain Evan Salve from Western Waters and Salve Pacific Sport Fishing Services. Today I am in Dana Point Harbor aboard a beautiful 2003 60-foot Hatteras, and I'm going to do something kind of new today. We've partnered up with Zach Zorn and Kusler Yachts to showcase some of the really neat sport fishing oriented listings that go through that agency. This boat right here blends hardcore fishing capabilities with really nice family cruising amenities, and in a few moments I'm going to walk through the boat and show you some of the highlights that are going to make this boat a really good buy for somebody who wants to fish in Southern California and then head south for the winter. Stay tuned. Let's check this thing out. Dropping into the cockpit here, the first thing I'm going to notice is there's a ton of room. This is a 60-foot boat, but on a 60-foot boat, sometimes you will find your cockpits to be more cramped than you would desire. Not the case here. You can fish 5 or 10 people with 2 mates, and nobody's going to be bumping shoulders. Everybody's going to have room for their own fishing endeavors. Starting in the corner, some notable fishing features. We have dual tuna tubes on each side. These are plumbed into the gunnels here. These are going to be able to accommodate a couple nice 20-30 pound yellowfin, and with a couple inserts you can drop that down to some smaller bullet tuna or skipjack, and that's going to be great for the guys who fish the billfish tournaments or fish casually down south. We've got 2 stainless rod holders in there. I'm sure they're backed. We've got nice stainless ports for your ropes there. Beautiful. Looking in the center here, you're going to notice this really nice release rocket launcher station, stainless all the way down, really nice, beautiful looking wood. The key to making this thing last for 10, 15, 20 years is as simple as maybe the occasional new coat of varnish and polish on the stainless. This is a really, really nice piece of sport fishing hardware, and it's a really good investment for a boat. This boat just happens to come with it. Looking in the stern here, you're going to see one of 2 individual bait tank systems. This one right here has a separator down the middle. Each side of these will accommodate 2 or 3 scoops of good sardine or mackerel or anchovies or squid. These are plumbed nicely. Looks like you've got good grates on the side there. It's split, so you can put a different bait style on each side, so maybe squid on this side, sardine on the other, or some similar combination. Looking back into the corner here, same thing, stainless steel all the way up. This is your second tuna tube setup right here. Looking onto the deck, starting in the corner, you're going to see some bulkhead access. What's really nice about all these deck hatches here is you have good runways for any saltwater to not intrude into the lower areas. And because of that, as you look down here, you're going to see that there's very little water-based corrosion. All the grounds are intact. I'm not seeing any standing water in any of the channels or grooves. Nothing's in the corner. We got our plumbing for our tuna tubes down there. It's easily accessible, so you can turn it on and off. You can reach that no problem. You've got your autopilot system. You've got your steering systems down here. Very clean. A surveyor is going to like this part of the boat. Again, all the grounds are intact. All the wiring is easily accessible and out of the way. It's all zip tied up nicely. Really, really nice down here. I like this a lot, visually and functionally. In the middle here, you're going to see fish boxes. These fish boxes will take about 200 pounds of ice. These are going to store pretty much anything you're going to be catching locally down here. So you can put a lot of yellowtail, dorado, small tuna in here. A lot. And that's going to go all the way to the other side where you have another access point. This side, opening this up, same thing as the other side. This is just going to access additional below deck features. You've got your shutoff valves for the tuna tubes in the corner here. More steering, more autopilot functions. Beautiful down here as well. One of the nice things is I'm seeing very little of that green corrosion buildup. All the grounds are intact down here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Very roomy, very accessible. You don't have to squeeze. I could physically go down there and do anything I want to do. You could close this hatch on top of me and I'd have enough room to work. So that's the advantage of being on a bigger boat, you know? A smaller sport fisher won't give you that luxury and you're gonna have to squeeze to do anything you want to do. On a boat like this, everything is spacious, everything is roomy, and that's great for people like myself, your crew, and if you're an owner, maintainer, and captain all in one, it's great for you as well. Another cool thing on this boat, look at this step, a beautiful varnished wood step that is included in the price, whatever that price may be, And it's just kind of one of those small, subtle things on this boat that really pops. It looks beautiful with this. It keeps with the internal or interior aesthetic of this boat. And I mean, this is like a $2 or $3 grand box, and it's just on the boat. It just shows that whoever was owning this boat cared about the visual aesthetic, and visuals are important. Opening up the side here, we have a second station, throttle, forward, reverse, kind of a backup station in case you lose it up top. You could also use this if you're fighting a fish from down here and you want to do some stuff on the deck from a captain's perspective if you want to do that from the lower parts of this boat. Opening this right here, wow, it's our second bait tank. This is a square tank down here, and contrary to public belief, square tanks are perfectly fine. It's all about the flow, not the shape, that determines how bait lives, and this one's pretty cavernous. This one's going to put 5 or 6 scoops and really store it and keep it alive quite nicely. So when you combine this bait capacity with the stern bait capacity, you're looking at probably approaching 10 scoops of bait, and that's great for multiple days on the water, 2-3 days on the water, or if you're just a heavy chummer like I am sometimes, that'll allow you to really rein it on big spots of fish and keep it pinned to the corner. Opening the center here, we've got looks like some cruise air cooled storage. This is going to be good for drinks, beers, food, waters, and the like, or maybe a bait box. So if you like a lot of ballyhoo on your boat, you can plug this thing full of ballyhoo and it'll keep it nice and cool and chilled while you drive south. This is your engine room access, easy access down there, standard location. This is what it's going to be on pretty much any big boat, but nice stairs, good access, and you're not going to hit your head on anything. Looking in the corner here, we've got an ice chipper. Now, what I like about this ice chipper is it is not plumbed into the deck. It is above deck. It's completely isolated. Sometimes a problem that you see on certain builds is you'll have your ice chipper plumbed down there, and then when you're backing up on a fish, or you've got a saltwater washout going, you're going to see a little bit of seepage from saltwater into your ice chipper, into the new ice that you're making, and that's going to increase the melt rate on that. This being up here out of the sun in the shade, looks like it's totally insulated, and above that kind of universal constant stream of salt water that's going to be a wash over the back of a sport fisher is a really nice feature. So this is also going to expand your ability to fish multiple days. This combined with that bait capacity, combined with the raw storage capabilities of this boat, will allow you to do long range fishing. You can fish 5-6 days on the water and keep your fish in good condition and keep your fish cool in a good culinary state the entire time. So overall, this boat's appointed really nicely. Everything that I would want to see on a sport fisher of this size is here. It's the little things like this here, the bait tank situations, the tuna tubes. It just shows that whoever rigged and outfitted this boat did it with an attention to detail from a sport fishing perspective. If you purchase this boat through Zach and Kusler Yachts, I'm going to come on this boat, he's going to come on this boat, and any changes that you want to make, any upgrades that you want to make, any personalized touches with, say, your rigger setups, we'd be happy to help you do that on this vessel. But this thing's ready to fish, this thing's ready to go. You could buy this boat today and be fishing bluefin tomorrow. That is my assessment of it. And obviously, as a boat owner, over the course of a period of time, you will be able to customize this boat to turn it into really whatever platform you want it to be. This cockpit right here is going to fish well. It's going to be great for the family. It's roomy, it's sufficient, and it's on the upper end of what I would expect from a 60+ foot sport fisher. Dropping down into the engine rooms, we have Cat 3412s. You're looking at a 22-23 cruise and a 30+ knot top end. A really nice blend of efficiency, range, and overall speed. Lots of storage room down here on the sides for grills and toolboxes. You have your gen sets up each side, very easy and accessible. We're going to walk back here and take a look at these engines, and you're going to see there's really no oil residue underneath them or on them. That's nice. We're not seeing any leaks. Looks good for the overall age and longevity of these engines. All your filters are really easily accessible. They're easily labeled, so you can see when it's time to switch them. Both sides identical here. Again, no problems on this side either. Lots of room, lots of headroom. I'm not a tall guy, but I've got plenty of room. Somebody a few inches taller is going to be fine. Going into the back here, you're going to see we have really easy access for all of our racors. You've got your water maker right here. You've got a couple fans mounted high for good air circulation. You've got your headhunter head systems here. Storage down here for your oil. Looks like we got our batteries up here. Everything's super clean. I'm not seeing any residue. A lot of times you're down here and you'll see kind of like oil residue stuck up in the corners, stuff like that. You can tell that whoever's been down here has taken really good care of this boat. and it speaks volumes about the overall condition of a rig. When you come into the engine room where all the dirty, loud, noxious things happen, and you see it looking like this, that's just a really, really good thing, and it reflects really well on the boat itself. So awesome, I like it down here. Very nice, very well appointed. All right, let's take a look at the interior. Wow, it really pops. Our L seating couch system here is beautiful. Looks like really, essentially brand new upholstery. I'm not seeing any rips, tears, or scuffage on it. Same thing with our U seating here for eating, for dining. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This upholstery looks brand new, and that's always really important. Good to see on a boat like this. We'll take a look at the kitchen area. We've got good storage up here. We've got a really nice stainless steel sink system, 4-burner cooking top. We're going to open up our refrigeration and freezers. This is going to be good for storing all those foods for, say, a 5, 6, 7 day trip south into the Baja. We've got a trash system right here. Let's see, we'll pop it open. Yep, perfect for any trash. It's nice to not have that smell emanating into the cabin. You can contain it in there. We'll look down this way, and you're going to see that we have a really nice lighting situation in this boat. We both have the artificial light coming from above, and we have the natural light coming from the sides. All these blinds will close. We'll open this guy right up here, and you're going to see that there's an ice machine, a second ice maker. This is great. This is going to be good for your eating ice, for your drinking ice, as opposed to some of the more utilitarian ice on the outside. We've got a pop-up flat screen TV for the kids who want to play Xbox, or the guys who want to watch TV on long trips to or from the fishing destinations. Opening these up, again, we see more storage. Looks like we've got a backup radio down here. We've got some booze storage for those who enjoy a good drink on the water, which is everybody. Opening back here, we've got DirecTV system right here. We've got satellite radio. Looks like another stereo system. I'm sure the sound on this boat is fantastic because we have speakers mounted up here. Probably really good surround sound. We're gonna head downstairs here. Nice little winding staircase. All right, look at this, a beautiful master bedroom. Sticking with the theme of being appointed beautifully. This is gonna be your master right here. It's got its own individual bathroom here. We've got a flat screen TV. The woodwork on the walls is beautiful, absolutely beautiful woodwork throughout. We've got mirror closets so you can see what you look like in the morning. The bathroom in here is perfect. Something I look for a lot, you know, in the mirrors in bathrooms, you'll sometimes see kind of some corrosion popping in from behind the mirrors, and I'm not really seeing that here. So that's nice. I'm not seeing any corrosion on the edges, and you see that sometimes on cheaper mirror situations. A nice vacuum flush head, a full shower, a full standing shower. Obviously this boat has full freshwater capabilities. It's got a water maker and a hot water system that'll be able to wash everybody down in comfort at the end of every fishing day. A lot of these boats are going to have storage underneath the beds and in various cavernous hatches back here. We're not going to open all those up, but this boat is no exception to that rule. Going this way, we have a guest room. This is going to be good for crew. This is going to be good for kids. You got 2 bunk beds in here, perfectly acceptable. We've got a little closet here for storing various things that might belong to them or belong to you. Again, all these rooms are going to have good outlets right down here, and they're all going to have their own individual lighting and in a lot of cases heating controls. We got a fire extinguisher here. This is something that a lot of people would overlook, but having a fire extinguisher located in a place like this, centrally located, it's a safety thing, you know? It shows that whoever outfitted this boat thought about safety, and that's something that you don't want to overlook on the water. Going here, you're going to have one of your guest bathrooms. Again, full stand-up shower in here, vacuum flush toilet. Again, it's cosmetically impeccable. Cosmetically impeccable. Stainless fittings throughout. None of that cheap chrome-plated stuff that picks up corrosion bad. Going into the front of the boat here, you're going to see kind of your second master. This is going to be, for all essential purposes, a second master. It's a big bed. We've got, again, a third head down here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful third head. This is the forward, very forward part of the boat, and it looks gorgeous up here. And everything I was saying about the wood and the overall condition of this interior will continue to the front here. Carpet liner all the way through. Let's open this guy up. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me right now? this is like something that a lot of boats overlook. A lot of boats, even in this class, overlook, but this one doesn't, which is your full washer and dryer. And this is absolutely essential when you have a full crew of people fishing multiple days on the water, or if you find yourself in a foreign port where you might not want to have to go and find a laundromat or find somebody that you'll have to pay to do your clothes. This adds to kind of the self-contained feel of a bigger sport fishing vessel where you can spend multiple days in a foreign destination or on the water and be able to basically do everything you want to do inside your boat. You never have to leave the vessel. All right, got some more storage right here. Oh, this is not storage. This is our control panel. Let's pop this whole thing open here and see what we got. Easily accessible. I actually like how it's hidden here. A lot of boats will just have kind of like an ugly panel stuck in the side here, but this one is integrated nicely into the design of this vessel. This is going to pretty much be your DC and AC distribution panel here. Nav lights, pumps, heaters, everything. The whole 9 yards is right here. Here's your generator system. It can all be controlled from right here. You can turn on your multiple generators. It's going to be your shore power system as well. Looks good, looks clean. Everything's labeled nicely. Beautiful, awesome. And that will lead you right up to the top here, and we're going to head up to the bridge and take a look at some of the driving amenities. Making our way up to the command and control part of this vessel, the bridge. Really nice control station right here. I like the tournament controls. We got trolling valves, so you can drop your speed to a nice slow trolling desirable rate. You've got your autopilot right here. You got your dashes for the engines right here. Those are all digital. We've got our day tank and our other tank level, so it's going to be your primary tank, your auxiliary fuel tank. You got battery readouts, rudder angle, just little important informational things. Looking at our electronics here, guys, we've got 4 individual screens. They're all running a Furuno system here. You got your radar, you got your dual frequency sonar fish finder, you've got a really nice mapping system, and then this guy right here can do basically all of the above and also run DirecTV. So if you're up here just driving along and one of your people want to sit right here and watch the football game, they can do that. All the controls for your individual electronics are going to be up here. So you got your radar, you've got your navnet, you've got your LCD, it's an FCV 1200L, so that's a really good up and down unit, commercial grade up and down unit. A couple more informational dashes up here. The nice thing about all this is when you're not using it, you can just drop the whole thing down. It raises and lowers hydraulically, so when it's not in use, when you're at the dock or you don't want them up for any reason at all, you can drop this whole thing down and hide all of your units. Looking at the back area right here from a captain's perspective, I like the individual captain's chair, the single swivel all the way around. You got rocket launchers up here. All the aluminum looks pretty nice on this boat. A pretty standard amount of pitting, for a 2003 boat. It's not bad. This boat has obviously been taken care of. You're going to see a little bit in the corners, but that's typical. You can't avoid that. That's aluminum for you. Overall, I'd say it's in pretty good condition. I would not balk at it. It's not something that would concern me. Really nice stainless work right here. Working our way up to the front, lots of seating up here. So you could probably put your entire crew up here. 4 or 5 people right here sleeping or sitting. If you're somebody who wants to put a couple guys into gyros looking for fish, you can put a couple guys right here doing just that. More seating up the side here. You're going to see storage underneath these cushions here, as is the norm for a boat of this size. If we open these guys up here, you're going to see life jackets. You're going to see safety gear. You're going to see really pretty cavernous storage for anything that you might want to put up, and easy access for the captain and easy access up on the bridge here. So that's nice. I'm going to actually pull this guy out and do this one first. Again, we're looking at our aluminum up here. Looks nice. Isinglass is in good condition. It's not chalky, it's not milky. Good vents up here. I would not say that this is something that you're going to have to replace anytime soon. Isinglass is something that on a boat you'll often find yourself having to replace every 4 or 5 years, especially under heavy use. This isinglass looks really nice. It's not going to have to see any service or replacement in the near future. And the vents are nice. When you see the vents built in, that just means you're going to get good airflow, which is nice when you're underway in hot climates. We've got a bow thruster right here. Makes it easy to dock. Starboard port. Let's open this guy up here and see what we got. Alright, so we've got a lot of our kind of engine control switches and station here. We've got a standard VHF. You could put a 2 meter in here. There's room to mount a 2 meter. Your reverse osmosis system remote's right here. Cool. Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is laid out right. This is laid out appropriately. Very clean. You know, and I'm not seeing the kind of things that would raise red flags, which would be, you know, spot corrosion, pitting, things like that, up in this area. You know, all these screens are in beautiful shape. You know, beautiful shape. There's no buildup on the corners. You know, that would just be indicative of some issues or some lack of maintenance. If you put a surveyor on this boat, you know, top to bottom, I think you'd give it a really good score. They always find something, but in all the critical areas, this boat's going to excel. This is going to get really good readouts. Looks like we have a little teaser reel situation here for people who like to, you know, run a couple squid chains. That's going to be fun and adequate there. And let's see what else we got here. I think that's about it up in the bridge. So this boat does not have a full tower. Now, this boat is high enough off the water that for most people, you're going to get the essentially an exceptionally good visibility rate. Yes, are you a professional sword fisherman who wants a tower? Will you be like, yeah, I wish I had a tower? Maybe, but for 95% of the fishermen in this world, this boat is going to give you more than enough visibility and field of vision to find everything you're looking to find. Another nice thing about a boat like this is, say you're in Huntington Harbor, or a harbor that has bridges that do not allow you to bring a boat with a giant tower in and out of the bay. So if you live in Huntington Harbor, this is going to be one of the bigger boats that you could put into Huntington Harbor without having to modify a tower or remove a tower. That you would have to do that on an equivalent boat that has a full tower on it. So that's a nice feature. Looking at these outriggers real quick, we've got double spreader rups. I assume these are rups. They look like rups. They're in good shape. Not too bad at pitting. These will clean up real nicely. If you buy this boat, you're going to want to have a maintenance team down here cleaning those regularly. And it looks like, again, all the metal on this boat can be brought back or maintained to a high degree of beauty and functionality without a single shred of doubt. Cool, I like it up here. This is great. This is a great station for me. This is a great station for you if you like driving your boat. This is a great station for anybody who enjoys the beauty that is offshore machinery, that is a sport fishing vessel. So let's head up to the bow. Let's see what the dance floor looks like up there. So as you make your way up onto the bow, something that's going to give you a good deal of added comfort is the fact that we have a full West Coast rail. It's an aluminum rail. It's not stainless. Would I prefer stainless in a lot of situations? Yes, but aluminum is absolutely fine as long as you stay on top of your maintenance regimen. So keep a steady coat of woody wax on here or an equivalent protectant, and this is going to last you a long, long time. It's up to your hips, so you're not going over the side. You know, for guys who like to throw to pop or throw to service iron, guys who are avid marlin fishermen and want to be up here casting tailors and sleepers, you can do that knowing that you're going to be safely contained within the realm of your boat. So you're going to be up here and have a plentiful, comfortable, safe dance floor to do all your fishing related activities. We have our davit right here, which is going to drop your dinghy into the water. If you're in Mag Bay, you want to catch a spotted bay bass, or if you're at Catalina Island and you want to tie up to the green pier, you have the means to do so from your own vessel. Looking right below here, this is where we're going to see our Phillips, our water systems, our diesel systems right there. So that's where the hoses are going to go. Continuing up to the bow, we're going to see a really nice bow tank. This is an offshore tank, very nice build. 2 mackerel tubes plumbed into the front, a stainless steel rack out below. This is going to be good for all your marlin casters. In this tank right here, we'll put 12 or 15 really healthy mackerel safely swimming in a circle, waiting to be pitched to an awaiting predator. We've got a full anchor windlass up here. We've got saltwater washdown plumbing right here, freshwater plumbing right there, so that you can keep your boat clean and hose down. The freshwater is really nice, so if you're out here fishing a couple days and you can't go to the dock and you can't pull a hose from the dock to the front, but you want to brush off all that salt water from the bow, having the plumbing to do so up here is really, really nice. And that's about it. This is a really nice, stable bow. I like the fact that there's not a whole lot of kind of bulkheads and various forms of structural discrepancy up here. It's a very nice, flat, stable platform, so you can walk around without stubbing your toe or having to jump onto a higher platform. From here, you can look up and you can see our radar dome. You can see our track vision dome, which is your direct TV. You can see our dual antennas, and you can see the tops of those double spreader rups. So overall, very nice up here, very nice. I like it a lot. This would be a great place to put 4 or 5 experienced crew members when you're trying to rack up releases in the tournaments down south or up here. For more information about this listing and others, you can visit KuslerYachts.com or reach out to Zach directly, Zach@KuslerYachts.com. For information about comprehensive crewing services and sport fishing charters in San Diego and the entire Southland, visit salvepacific.com or send us an email, salvepacific@gmail.com. This is a really nice rig. Thank you for joining us on the walkthrough. Somebody's going to be really, really happy with it, and we'll see you guys on the water this summer. Take care.